Probably a reason for it.
Reach the Stretch Internet Broadcast Studio. Please enter your 4-digit code now. Your code has been accepted. Your broadcast will begin in 5 seconds.
And welcome back to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium on the campus of Missouri Valley College. It's game 2 coming up between the Statesmen of William Penn, the second-ranked team in the country, and the Missouri Valley College Vikings. Joe, I don't know what to expect tonight, but this could be quite entertaining.
Again, we've been talking about this team all year. Now we finally get a chance to see them, and you know they're the real deal. I mean, leading the nation in scoring and ranked number 2, and leading the conference by I think 3 games right now. So they've 2 or 3, I believe. But you know they're having a good season, and I'll tell you what though, it'll be a good night for the Vikes to pull the upset lever. This could be a big trigger for this team if they could get a win here tonight.
I had a chance to visit with Coach Chad Lance.
Chad Lance joins us before this ball game with the number 2 team in the country. And, Coach, we've seen a lot about William Penn. Of course, this game is postponed, but, well, 90-some points a game, they're the real deal.
Yeah, they're definitely as good as anybody in the conference and in the nation. I've seen 2 national champions come out of our conference, and they're definitely one of those teams.
And they have a lot of size, don't they?
Yeah, they're huge. You know, they've got a familiar face for many Missourians. Torian Jones started off at Mizzou and then transferred to Fresno State, so he's their big guy in the middle. And they got Jarvis Haywood, probably maybe the best scoring guard in the nation.
Coach, as far as your club, what are we going to have to do tonight? Because obviously a smaller line. Can you can't run with this bunch, can you?
Oh, no. We're going to try to slow it down, you know, play some zone, try to zone press as much as we possibly can, and get them to take some quick shots and, you know, try to limit their possessions by running good offense.
You know, I think your guys will take this as a challenge, though, won't they?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we'll see what we're made of.
3 games this week, all at home, big part of the season.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we got 2 weeks left in the season and 3 games this week, so a lot to play for and a lot to prepare for.
Coach, let's go get them.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, chatting now with William Penn's men's coach, John Henry. Boy, Coach, what a year so far. 22-3, 18-3 in conference play, ranked 2nd in the nation. You're enjoying that, aren't you?
I am. It's been a good year so far. Hopefully we can keep it going. We got a tough task tonight.
Well, you guys are leading the nation, I think, in scoring, averaging 92.5 points a game. I would say your guys are really enjoying playing that kind of high-powered offensive ball.
Well, we try to have a philosophy and a system for which the kids like playing and people like watching, and so far it's played out well.
Got a couple guys with big numbers. Jarvis Haywood averaging 20.5 points a game, and Torian Jones, I think 19.2 points, 12.2 rebounds a game for you.
Yeah, it's amazing how many games you can win and be considered a good coach when you have really good players like that.
You had a pretty good game your last time out. You scored 122 points against Culver Stockton.
Yeah, we last few games been a wide margin of victory, but those last few games can't help us tonight. We're in Marshall, Missouri, and we got to concentrate on Mo Valley.
What do you look for out of Missouri Valley?
Heady, not a lot of size, play together. Coach Lance does a great job. He's a very good friend of mine. Just happy to be here and compete against a guy like that.
All right, so the number 2 team in the country, LSU Alexandria out of Louisiana, number 1. In case you're wondering, William Penn, number 2, 22-3, 18-3. They lead the nation in scoring at 92.5 points a game, and led by Torian Jones, who, of course, went to the University of Missouri, then to Fresno State, 6'9" senior. This is a good ball club, Joe. Let's see if the Vikings can give them a run for it tonight. Well, not many people giving us a chance.
I think Missouri Valley's they're going to be pumped up tonight. I don't think there's any doubt about it. We got a good crowd on hand, but the whole secret, Vikes have to get off to a much better start in the first half than they have their last several games here at home. You can't spot this team a big lead early on. We've got to run with them and play with them right off the bat.
Torian Jones, a 6'9" senior out of Chandler, Arizona. Lionel Ellison, a 6'3" senior, New Orleans. Kevin Smith, 6-foot senior, Baltimore. Charles Knowles, a 6'5" senior, Chicago, and Brandon Trotter out of Louisville, Kentucky, a 6'7" junior. There you have the starters for the Statesmen. The Vikings will go with Brody Gronwald, the 6-foot senior. Brody, of course, comes to us out of Carthage, Illinois. Kyle Hickey, Fort Worth, Texas, 6'4". Junior. Remy Price out of Chicago, a 5'11" junior. Bobby Collins, 6'3" sophomore from St. Louis. And Chisholm Obaneki out of Rolette, Texas, a 6'5" junior. So there you have the starting lineups. It should be fun one way or the other. Let's see if the Vikings can pull off an upset. A lot of folks in the conference rooting for the Vikings tonight. This broadcast, copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, and Human Service Division of Missouri Valley College, for the private use of our audience. Any retransmission or the use of the content of the broadcast without the express written consent of Missouri Valley College is prohibited. Tonight's game also on KMMO Radio in Marshall. Big thanks to Albert Holland, everyone at Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge for making this broadcast on KMMO possible. And here we go. It'll be the Vikings and the Statesmen. This game was scheduled to be played earlier in the season, but because of the potential ice storm, they postponed it. 3 games this week. Started this Monday night game, and we are ready to go. The ball in the air, controlled easily by the Statesmen, and here we go. Kevin Smith with a basketball. Here's a shot outside. It's good.
That took about 3 seconds to get that three-pointer by Knowles. That was Charles Knowles, I believe.
And it's 3-0, a good start. This team is very loose. And here's a foul by Kevin Smith. We could see that in the pregame warm-ups. They were just loose, and even right there before the opening tip, a little music, and they were all kind of dancing around. They're ready to go.
They were jiving during warm-ups earlier, too.
They're having some fun, and why not? They are having quite a year. Bobby Collins will inbound the ball at midcourt as they give it off to Remy Price. Price on the right wing. Hook around pass underneath the Collins. Fakes, goes up and scores. Bobby took it right at Torrin Jones and scored. It's 3-2.
How many games has Bobby Collins scored the first basket for the Vikings? I bet half of them anyway.
Vikings in a man-to-man defense. That looks like they're playing a little zone here. And here's Jones, the big guy, kicks it back outside. They swing it around, lob it down on that baseline, reverse layup up, and that is good. And that was Brandon Trotter who gets the first bucket. And it is quickly 5-2. 5-2, the Statesmen 2 for 2 from the field in the early going. Here's Gronwald. Brody takes it inside, flips up a shot, it goes in, and he's fouled, and the foul is going to be on Trotter.
Well, so many games, and it happened on Saturday. Brody Gronwald really didn't get untracked until the second half. He had a big second half, 18 in the game, so good to see him hit his first shot. We've got to have a big game out of him tonight.
Deshaun Benson checks into the lineup. In the first minute and 7 seconds. Free throw by Gronwald. Good. Brody with the three-point play. And it's 5-5. You heard Chad Lance say they're going to try to slow it down, play some zone, take some time off the clock, and limit possessions.
Yeah, I don't think you want to try to get in a racehorse game with this team.
Here's a high arching three, and this one rattles home for Kevin Smith. 8-5. A rainbow from the left side. Remy Price, top of the key. Now he gives it off to Collins. Bobby off to Gronwald. Brody drives right side, stops, fade away, partially blocked, and the rebound is pulled down by Knowles. Here they come. Smith, another high arching rainbow three. This one no good, but the tip is in. And I believe that was Torrin Jones.
That's Torrin Jones. He was up well above the rim to drop that one in.
So it is 10-5 as here comes Hickey down the middle. All the way, nowhere to go. Back to Price. Remy. In front of the Pioneer bench, loses the, or rather in front of the Statesman's bench, loses the handle. It's a turnover. The other way, here comes Smith. Underneath, layup good by Knowles, and it's quickly 12-5.
You mentioned Torrin Jones. He averages 19.2 points and 12.2 rebounds a game. He's 6'9", out of Chandler, Arizona.
Looks every bit of it. Went to Missouri and then Fresno State. Here's Obaneki, nice up and under, but the shot is blocked. Rebound, Bobby Collins back up, misses that one. Jones with the rebound. Jones gives it off to Lionel Ellison. Ellison quickly. They'll drive underneath, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Deshaun Benson as he pushed off, driving the baseline.
Yeah, good position that time by Bobby Collins. Bobby took that charge, and Bobby Benson, pretty good sized guy, and Bobby stood toe-to-toe with him and got that offensive foul.
Well, here come the Vikes trailing 12-5. We've played 2.5 minutes. Off to Gronwall. Brody drives left side. Now brings it back top of the key to Hickey. Kyle. Off to Remy Price. Remy gives it back to Hickey. Hickey looks inside for Collins. Gets it to him. Bobby into the corner. Stops. Pops from about 14 and hit it. Bobby Collins at 6'3", not backing down. It's 12-7.
Bobby says, I don't care who these guys are. I'm going right at him. He's knocked down a couple baskets for the Vikings.
And you want to compete. This is the kind of team you want to play against, see what you can do. Ranked number 2 in the country. Ellison. They work it outside, into the corner. Another shot, another three. This one hit by Knowles. This team is red hot. It's 15-7. Joe, I don't think we're playing that poorly.
Knowles has 8 points already.
Wow. And almost a steal as the ball knocked away by Ellison. Now to Gronwall, top of the key. Brody, nowhere to go. Underneath to Obanecki. His short jumper good. Took it right at Jones and scored. Obanecki makes it 15-9. We've played 4 minutes. Quick pass across to Ellison. Now they go baseline to Knowles, and I think
he stepped out of bounds, I guess. I don't think they called a foul.
So Knowles stepped out of bounds. The Vikings get it back. This team scored 122 points Saturday. 6 times this year they've been over the 100-point mark. Collins works it to Remy Price. Out to Gronwall. Brody drives left side, stops, kicks it off to Obanecki, loses it, picks it back up. Back to Brody. Long three. On the way, no good. And the rebound is pulled down by Benson. Long pass into the corner to Knowles. Knowles throws it right to Remy Price. Remy through traffic to Collins. Collins races down on Knowles. Goes for the jam, missed it. Rebound, Hickey puts it up and in. And what are we going to have? A foul.
They call a foul on the Vikings. They call push-off, I think, on Bobby Collins.
Bobby Collins after he missed the dunk. Bobby went for the slam. And, Joe, I think if he tried to lay that in, Knowles was going to block it. So Bobby went for the slam.
He went up strong.
Yep.
You know, one score that sticks out with me with this team, first conference game of the year, they beat Central Methodist 128 to 110. You think that'd be, well, you know, how good did Central look the other day?
Yeah, they looked very good the other day.
That was a high-powered, high-scoring game.
Here's Ellison, top of the circle. They go to Knowles, fired all the way across, ball tipped, but comes away to Kevin Smith. Now to Benson. Benson inside the lane, into the corner. Knowles, another three. This one won't go. And the rebound comes down to Remy Price. 15-9, Vikings ball. Here comes Remy, all the way to the rack. Lays it up, and Jones blocked it. Ball loose, picked up by Obanecki. Back out to Gronwall. Swing it around to Josh King, who's in. King down the middle. Layup good. Josh King scores.
Nice quick cut by Josh King. Made a pass to the right wing, cut down the middle, and laid it in. Josh playing more and more all the time.
15-11, 14:58 to go. Here's Knowles. He's hit a couple of threes early. They fake another one. Give it to the high post to Benson. Benson, finger rolls in the lane. Gives it underneath to Smith. Missed it, but Benson on the weak side lays it in. Benson scores. It's 17-11. And they're big. Remy Price the other way. Top of the key. Bounce pass. Inside Obanecki. His turnaround won't go. Jones had the rebound, and Price sneaks in, gets it, taps it off the leg of Jones out of bounds. It'll be Viking ball, I believe.
Good job by Remy to bat that ball off of one of the statesman's legs. So good hustle. Vikes will get it, and only down by 6 here with 14:26 to go in the half.
Vikings will inbound. Here's King for a three. It won't go. Long rebound. Josh gets his own rebound at the top of the key. Off it comes to Hickey. No look pass underneath to Obanecki. Kicks it back out for King. King to Hickey. Hickey drives right side. Leans in. Puts up the shot. Won't go. And a foul. And I believe they're going to call this foul on Corbin Medley. Vikings going right after him, Joe. And I think that's what you have to do.
Yeah, they are. They're not backing down a bit.
14-11 to go. King in the corner. Puts it on the floor. Looks inside. Obanecki not there. 14 minutes to go. 17-11. Tim Washington around a screen by Obanecki. Now looks inside. Not there. King top of the key. Hickey will try the outside shot. Got it! And the Vikings hanging in there. That's a triple at 17-14. 13:50 to go.
Best start we've seen this team get off to at home in a long time.
Here's driving down the middle. Now they'll kick it to Medley. Medley underneath. Good move. About a 2-footer, and that's way too easy for Trotter.
Yeah.
19-14. He almost dropped that one into
And
the
if
basket.
he wasn't there, Jones was.
Yeah. Here comes Hickey underneath Obanecki. He can't hang on to the pass. Now he does. Flips it way out to Washington. The Vikes will reset. 13:23 to go. Hickey, top of the key. Working to the left side. Back to Josh King. 11 on the shot clock. Brody. He's being guarded by Hayward. Here's Brody. No look pass underneath. Oh, Obanecki can't come up with it. Jones is going to lead the break. Here comes Jones, weaving his way through traffic all the way to the glass, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Jones handled the ball pretty good for a big guy that time. Now Tavius Brazil, the freshman out of Boonville, gets set to check into the Viking lineup. I think Obanecki's going to take a seat.
I think they called the foul on Brody Gronwald. There are some people who say that Torrin Jones may be a late second-round pick or at least a free agent possibility in the NBA. That's how good this kid could be. We don't say that much at this level, but he's that good. Here's a shot. This one rims in and out. No good by Trotter. And the Vikings on the run, down by only 5. And they give it off to Hickey. Kyle underneath the Brazil, puts it up. That shot was blocked from behind. And here come the Statesmen the other way. It's Ellison. Top of the key, through traffic, all the way. A double pump, misses the shot. It's tipped, no good. And it finally comes back to Gronwald. Gronwald pushes it ahead to Washington. Tim will slow it down at the top of the key. Fun first half, 12:30 to go, 19-14.
Probably need to do some head and shoulder faking against this team inside. They've got a lot of height in there.
Gronwald, top of the key. Around a screen by Brazil. Nowhere to go. 10 on the shot clock. Back out to King for 3. No. Brazil tips it. They may call him over the back.
Yep, they do. That's all right. Tavius battling for position in there. That's the third team foul on the Vikings. William Penn has 4.
Vikings shooting 43%. William Penn 61%.
But a lot of theirs have been from about 2 feet away.
Yeah, they haven't had. It's either the three-point or the layup. All right, inbounding the ball will be Brandon Trotter. Trotter off to Ellison. He'll walk it up. Vikings have slowed this team down a little bit, and that's the pace the Vikings want, is a slower pace in this game. Medley, Trotter, into the corner, turnaround, jumper, no good, rebound Gronwald. Shot was missed by Medley. Here comes Brody through traffic, top of the key, his 3, good! Gronwald has 6, it's a 2-point game, 19-17, 11:42 to go in the first half.
That's exactly what we need. We need Brody to shoot like that all night long.
Medley, skip pass into the corner, another 3 on the way by Hayward, hits the side of the backboard, rebound Tim Washington, 2-on-1. Here comes Washington right side. Bounce pass underneath. They get it into Brazil. He can't score, but he'll shoot 2.
Good ball movement by the Vikings. Get it into the big guy, and Tavius almost the basket in 1, but he'll be at the line for 2 shots.
Remember Hayward from last year, and Joe, he's probably the 3rd or 4th man on the team this year.
Yeah, he's your leading scorer, averaging 20.5 points a game.
The foul, the free throw is coming to Brazil, and he misses it. Tavius will have another one.
You know, you've got to have your adrenaline has to really be pumping playing in a game like this. Listen, look at the crowd. There's a big crowd over there. A lot of people came out to watch this team play.
19-17. Brazil missed the first free throw. He'll have another one. And he gets the second one. It's a 1-point game with 11:26 to go. Vikes put it on some pressure in the backcourt. Hayward has it and gives it now to Ellison. Ellison still in backcourt. Vikings look to trap him. Now they'll back away and go to a man-to-man defense. Medley to Ellison. Hayward looks underneath. Nothing there. Hayward, he'll drive the baseline. Cut off with 10 on the shot clock. Bounce pass back out to Ellison. 11 minutes to go. Ellison, free throw line underneath. Trotter jams it and he's fouled. They took the shot clock down to 2 seconds. Got it to Trotter on the baseline. He ripped it home and was fouled.
Now they call a technical foul, I think, on William Penn.
Let's see. Hickey picks up the foul.
I don't know if they called that for Trotter for hanging on the rim. He hung on that rim a long time. I'm not sure what that call was. I think maybe it's something.
Let's see. Double technical. So Kyle Hickey gets the foul for the Vikings and the technical, so he now has 2. We'll see who they called the foul. It's on
Trotter.
Trotter.
So he has 2 also.
So they were the two with the jam and the foul, and then some talking between the two after the play, and they both got hit with a tee.
Yeah, and both of them do, as you said, both of them have 2 fouls now, and Trotter will be on the line for a chance to complete the 3-point play.
21-18.
That was a monster dunk, wasn't it?
Oh, man, he went up with 2 seconds on the shot clock. Second free throw is good by Trotter, and they may not count it.
Did
I don't think they're going to count it because they're going to call a foul on Elijah Williams. Yeah, they count the free throw, and then Elijah Williams
free
picks
throw
up
counts.
the foul.
Yep, free throw did count. That's Williams' second foul.
So the Vikings have it down by 4. As Trotter completes the 3-point play. Hickey's open for a 3, pushes it up. It won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Fleming. Cordario Fleming, who's in. Quickly to Medley inside the lane. Little teardrop from 7, no good. Fight for the rebound. Collins rips it down. Now Brazil takes it away from him. Off it comes to Hickey. Back to Gronwald. He's shoved basically by Hayward. Hayward just kind of grabbed him.
I think they know who Brody Gronwald is.
Yeah.
They were not going to give Brody any space at all. Now check it in. Jeremy Postel. I guess that's the right pronunciation.
Yep. But Jeremy Postel is in as a very deep bench. Well, the Vikings, 1-1 as a foul was on Hayward.
Come on, Brody.
Glad to have you with us on KMMO AM Marshall, also moval.edu. And thanks to Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram for bringing us to broadcast to you folks in the radio listening area. Brody's free throw.
Yep. Good job.
Brody now has 7.
He's got 7.
19.
Collins 4 to lead the Vikings.
Well, the Vikings playing very well here in the early going. Brody gets both free throws. 22-20, 10:27 to go. Hayward gets the pass. The Vikings put a little pressure on. Hayward gives it back to Ellison, and he'll walk it across the timeline. Man-to-man defense by the Vikings. Here's Hayward. High post. They lob it down low again. Some pushing going on, but they get it inside to Williams, and he lays it in. 24-20. Vikings just so small, trying to battle inside.
And they just throw one big body after another at you.
Here's Hickey, top of the key.
This Viking team playing hard, though, playing very hard.
Bobby Collins will fire an outside jumper. No good. Rebound Lionel Ellison. 23-20, 9:50 to go. Ellison into the corner. Faked the shot. I guess they did not count that free throw. They took that point off. It's 23-20 now.
Did they?
Must have, because it was 24 one time. Here's the shot. No good. Rebound Brazil. Off to Hickey. Hickey kicks it up front.
Ooh, Timmy got by with a travel there, I think.
To walk. Got away with it. Here's Hickey driving left side to the basket. Gets it underneath, but throws it right to Ellison.
Kyle should have gone ahead and taken that shot that time.
Ellison into the forecourt, behind the back with the dribble. Stops, gets it to Hayward. Hayward pushes off on Collins, now backs away. Will fire the 3. It's good, and Hayward has his first bucket, and it's 26-20.
That's 4 triples by William Penn so far.
26-20 is our score. 9 minutes to go in this first half. Here's Tim Washington, top of the key. Whips a pass underneath to Brazil, and he misses an easy one. Oh, man. All he had to do was lay it over the lip of the rim, and he put it off the back of the rim too hard.
I don't think Octavius knew whether he wanted to stuff or not. I think kind of indecisive there.
Here's a long 3. That's no good. Collins fights for the rebound. It's loose, picked up by Gronwald. Here comes Brody, 3-on-2.
Ooh.
High dribble, kicks it off to Washington for 3. It won't go. Into the corner, chased down by Collins. Vikings get a fresh 30 with 8:28 to go, down 26-20. Well, so far the pace really, I think, favors the Vikings.
Yeah, we're slowing this team down a little bit. They're still moving pretty fast, but not as fast as they really like to.
Gronwald to Washington, 8:15 to go. 13 on the shot clock. Here's Collins, kicks it out to Gronwald. Brody will drive in. His 12-foot fadeaway, good from the right wing. And a timeout taken by Viking coach Chad Lance. 26-22, the Vikings within 4.
Yeah, good start to this game by the Vikings. If you remember, we've got 8 minutes left. The Vikings only scored 20 points the entire first half against Central Methodist. 8 minutes left. We've already got 22 tonight.
Some of the numbers, William Penn still above the 50% mark, 52%, 11 out of 21. Vikings just 38%, 8 out of 21. From 3, Valley 2 out of 6. William Penn 4 out of 8. Vikings 4 out of 5 from the line. William Penn yet to shoot a free throw. Yeah, because they took that free throw did not count for Trotter because of the foul. And rebounds. How about this? Vikings out rebounding William Penn 13-9. So that just shows you good hustle.
You know, one thing I've noticed though, both teams, almost every shot that's been taken so far has been contested.
Yep. Both
teams playing pretty good defense.
Vikings have turned it over 4 times. William Penn also 4 times. So good ball game. 8:06 to go in the half, and we are tied or it's 27-22. They get that free throw. They have that point back on then.
I don't know.
I thought it was 26-22 a moment ago. I guess that free throw must have counted.
Yeah, they had to count it.
Okay, so they counted the free throw, so it's 27-22.
It's been on, it's been off.
Yeah, it's on again now, so it's 27-22. Here's a shot that's missed. The Vikings get it quickly ahead to Darryl Lemire. Lemire, double team, back to Gronwald. Gronwald skips it all the way back to Remy Price, who's out front now. 7:40 to go, off to Brody. Brody, couple of dribbles, gives it to Lemire. Lemire back to Gronwald. Gronwald driving inside, takes it all the way underneath, gets it inside to Lemire, and he's banged and fouled.
1-1, I think. Should put Darryl on the line.
And the foul is going to be called on Postel.
So Darryl Lemire, Darryl is a junior out of Manor, Texas. He'll be on the line for 1-1 right here.
Free throw, good. And Lemire has his first point. 27-23.
Come on, Darryl. Darryl's athletic enough to play with these guys.
Misses the second free throw, and the rebound is pulled down and taken care of by the Statesman. Lemire 1 out of 2 from the line. 27-23. Hayward dumps it down low, and coming from the backside to take it away, Bobby Collins. And now he's going to be fouled as he gets it to Remy Price, and Remy's fouled in the corner. And this foul is on Elijah Williams.
That's his third.
That's his third.
Yep.
So he may check out. Well, Torrin Jones is ready to come back in.
I was hoping he'd sit out at least another 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Come on, Remy.
Free throw by Remy Price is good. That's his first point. So Remy knocks down a free throw. 27-24, Vikings.
Make it a 2-point game here.
Staying right here with the number 2 team. Second free throw by Price, missed it. And the rebound pulled down by the Statesman, and that's Fleming with a rebound after the miss. So here they come. Quickly give it off to the right in front of the Viking bench. The shot missed by Postel. He gets his own rebound, flips it over his head. It comes right to Remy Price. Back to Brody. 3 on the way. Nope. And Hayward with a one-handed rebound. Now he's going to lead the break. Here he comes down the middle. Spins, free throw lane. 14-footer rattles it home just inside the free throw line.
You can't coach a move like that. That's just something you've either got it or you don't have it. He has it.
29-24. Now Price, back it comes to Collins, top of the key. Off to Gronwald. Brody, top of the circle, looks inside, gets it in there, and a foul's going to be called as they get it inside to Obanecki.
And Obanecki posted strong that time. He posted strong, he stepped to meet the ball, and that's how he drew that foul. You can't play soft against a team like that. Good job by Chisholm.
Hayward picked up the foul, his second. 6:33 to go. The Vikings hanging in there, 29-24.
That's 11 fouls this half on William Penn.
So the Vikes have to take advantage of that as Obanecki misses the free throw.
Vikes have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got them at 5. Yep.
Valley is 6 out of 9, 6 out of 10 from the line. Gets the second one. Does Obanecki. He has 3 points. And so Hayward will come out. And Benson is back in. You know, they have so many players. You think we could borrow a couple for the rest of the season?
I don't know.
Just say, hey, a couple of you guys want a little more playing
time? Let's take Jones first of all.
We'll
start out with him.
Start out with Jones.
That would turn this team around completely. Have a great big guy like that.
In the middle. Vikings now. Here's the outside shot. Up and rims out. No good. Another offensive rebound put up, but a foul is going to be called. And this foul will be on
Bobby
Collins, his second, I believe. 6:17 left. Bobby's going to have to check out, and here comes Josh King, who gave us a couple of good minutes. Only 2 games being played tonight. The other makeup, Mid-America at Clark. Smith will inbound it. He gets it into Benson. Back to Smith. There's the lob underneath. They get it to Smith, and he loses it on Jones, and he loses it on the way up. I think Obanecki got a hand.
Yeah, good quick hands by Chisholm. Otherwise, Jones had an easy, probably a slam dunk.
Vikings have held him to just 2 points.
Averages 19.2 a game.
And he is the leading rebounder in the nation. 12.2 rebounds. He gets another one, puts it up, missed the shot, and the rebound Obanecki. Yeah, his 12.2 rebounds leads the NAI in the nation. Here's King, fakes the 3. Free throw line, gives it off to Hickey, back to Gronwald. Gronwald goes baseline. Now underneath, tries to get it to Obanecki, but it's taken away. Good defense again by the Statesman, and now they'll get it down court in a hurry to Benson, and he is fouled by King.
Yeah, Josh had to commit that foul, otherwise that would have been an easy layup. So good foul by King, that's his first.
Josh picks it up. That's the 7th foul on the Vikings. First free throw is on the way, and no good off the front of the rim.
Yeah, this team not shooting the ball very well at the moment.
They're 1 for 2 from the line. Benson has 2 points. Next one by Benson is off the front, no good. Jones, offensive rebound, put it back in. So he has 4 after the missed free throw. Again, as I said, he leads the nation in rebounding, 12.2 a game. Now a technical foul called on whom? On Jones.
Yeah.
Well, a little talking going on. So Torrin Jones is hit with a tee.
That's going to be his first foul, I believe.
Well, so it should be a couple of free throws,
Sure,
and then the
2 free
Vikings will get
throws.
the ball because the Vikings had the ball when the tee was called.
I'd put Mr. Gronwald on the line, I think.
Brody 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
Come on, Brody.
31-25, 5:34 to go. So this officiating crew just not letting any of the talking going on. Here's Brody, hits it. He'll have another one. Brody shooting at the north end of the gym.
That's good. They've taken control of the game early on, not letting it get out of hand, and, probably will be a pretty good second half.
So Brody hits both free throws. He's had a big first half. It's 31-27, and the Vikings have the ball.
I got Brody with 12.
12 points. Good start. So leading scorer for the Vikings, 15.3. So Valley with the ball down by only 4 for 5.5 to go here in the first half. Kyle Hickey, top of the key, and now a whistle and a foul away from the ball, and this one's going to be called on Kevin Smith, and the Vikings will be right back at the line.
Dude, William Penn getting in some foul trouble. Elijah Williams has 3. Kevin Smith, Brandon Trotter, and James Haywood each have 2 apiece.
Now John Henry talking to one of the officials, but let's see Brody back to the line. Gets another one. The Vikings back within 3, 31-28 with 5:27 to go.
Big players play well in big games, and that's what Brody's doing so far.
Second one, good. He's had a big game. 31-29, a 2-point lead. Here's a long pass down against that pressure, and a foul is going to be called. As going up with a shot was Charles Knowles leaning away, and he'll shoot a couple.
Tavius Brazil comes back in for the Vikings.
And they're going to call the foul on Obanecki.
Looks like maybe Revy Price took an elbow in the eye. He's kind of bent over. He's okay, I think.
31-29, 5:23 to go. So this William Penn team will get everybody's best shot. They lost at Baker. They lost at Mid-American Nazarene.
Almost lost to Baker twice. Had to beat Baker in overtime in Oskaloosa. Double overtime?
93-91, double overtime. First free throw good by No. 32-29. Second free throw. Rims in and out. Brazil with a strong rebound. So the Vikes down by only 3 with 5:19 to go in the half. Remy Price, top of the key. Looks and finds Hickey, who comes out. Now the Gronwall. Brody on the left side. Brody takes it strong to the rack all the way. That was blocked from behind. And here they come. 3-on-1 to Jones. And he may have walked with it. Pass was out in front of him, and he couldn't get possession of it. And by the time he gathered in the ball, he had traveled.
Yeah, good job getting back by the Vikings. Boy, this William Penn team likes to get it out and go. And the Vikings did a good job dropping back on the defensive end that time.
Chaz has to be pleased with what's happened so far in this first half. Here's Gronwall, top of the key. Around
Let's be pleased
Brazil.
anymore, and let's take a lead.
Yeah. Here's Remy, top of the circle. Gets it underneath Brazil. The ball is kicked as he tries to bounce pass inside. Fleming kicked it. So Valley will inbound underneath. 4:48 to go, first half. Good crowd here. A lot of them here want to see this William Penn team. In it comes Brazil. Jump hook, baseline won't go. Boy, he had a good look, wouldn't go. Jones with another rebound. The other way, it's Benson. Now underneath, driving all the way to the basket, left hand, no good. Jones tried to knock it down. Offensive rebound, ball put up, and I don't think it'll count. Fleming put up the shot it shouldn't count as it was tipped in by Jones. Basket should not count. Jones tipped that ball in.
I think it would have gone in anyway. I believe that could have been offensive goaltending because they're going to count it now. Now they're going to count it.
Call the basket good.
Because that ball was just kind of hanging on the rim, and I think Jones went up actually and touched it while it was on the rim.
But they're going to rule it good. That's a tough break.
That's a second foul. Second foul on Josh King, I believe.
So it's now 34-29. Jones may not have touched it. It looked like from here he did, but
it was very close.
So Fleming at the line, and he completes the three-point play. 35-29, a 6-point game. 4:41 to go. Boy, the Vikes playing well, and here they are with 35 points and still 4.5 minutes to go. Hickey, right wing. Fires it underneath, gets it to Daryl. Lemire misses the shot.
Yeah, Daryl had an easy one that time.
The Vikes have missed a couple from close range. Here come the Statesmen. Into the corner. Give it back out. High post, back into the corner. They'll drive underneath. Fleming puts up the shot, and he's fouled. Jones tips that one in. That won't count. Fleming will be back at the line.
You know, Ken, I'm one of those guys that used to say, I don't think you need 3 officials. I think 2's plenty. Thank goodness we've got 3. Maybe even need 4 in this as fast as these guys play. Most teams in college ball play that fast now.
Yeah, high school, some games you might get away with 2, but not in the college game. Fleming hits the shot. You know, this has nothing to do with this game at all, but tonight, the Connecticut women going for their 100th straight win.
Wow.
That's just incredible.
Gee, what a coach. Gee, you talk about good coaches. Gino Auriemma is probably the best.
Nobody just can even, and I think while every game is double digits, nobody even comes close to it.
And people said at the beginning of the year they didn't think they were going to be that good this year.
Fleming misses the second, and with the follow dunk is Jones. Oh, man. Woo! 38-29.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Yeah, he's the real deal. Oh, my goodness. He has a quiet 6 points. And all of a sudden, the Vikes are down by 9. Here's Tim Washington, leans in off the glass. It won't go, but he'll shoot a couple.
Too bad. That ball almost dropped for the 3-point potential play. But nice drive by Timmy, and he'll be on the line. And again, Tim Washington, the junior out of Bellwood, Illinois.
Medley picks up foul, his second.
This team's pretty deep, too, aren't they?
Oh, my goodness.
How deep were their women, though? Man, they just kept bringing good players off the bench.
Tim Washington hits. You know, Tim's going to have to play some pretty consistent ball for the Vikings in the next couple weeks. Vikes come in 10-11 in conference play, in 9th position. Second one by Timmy, rattles in and out. 38-30, 3:53 to go, first half. Here's Ellison. He'll give it to Medley out front. Swing it in the corner. Look for Jones at the free throw line. They give it to him. Jones, 15-footer, good. He has 8. All of a sudden, it's a 10-point game, and the Vikings are doing anything wrong.
Yeah, they're playing pretty well.
Wow.
This team's loaded with talent.
Boy. Here comes drone wall. Brody inside the lane, 14-footer. This one won't go. Jones, another rebound. He wants to lead the break. Here he comes. Stutter step all the way to the rack, and he is going to be fouled.
Wow, how fast did the big man, he's 6'9", how fast did he change into the floor and get that ball to the other end?
And he had a little crossover dribble, went by one of the Vikings and took it all the way to the rack.
He's the real deal.
Brazil picks up the foul, his second. Obaneki will come back in.
Tavia said, I'm just trying to get out of his way.
Good. Jones' first free throw barely hit the front of the rim.
They've missed some free throws here in this half.
40-30 with 3:20 to go in the first half. This team looking to go 19-3 in conference play. Jones hits the second free throw. He has 9. We have a timeout. 41-30. If you're just joining us on moval.edu or KMMO, the Vikings are playing pretty good basketball, and they're down by 11, 41-30 with 3:20 to go. Joe, we were at the national tournament a couple of years ago, and boy, you look at the talent at that tournament. What I'm seeing on this floor tonight, if they're playing the way they are tonight, the way they're capable, this team, I think, can play with anybody.
Yeah, and they went fairly deep. I think they got to the Final 8 in the NAIA last year, and a lot of these same players were on that team, but I've got them, Ken, at only 6 out of 11 from the free throw line so far.
Yep. Yeah, they're not shooting very well from the line, but that's about the only thing that they're not doing well. Let's check some of the other numbers here. Vikings shooting just 31%, 8 out of 26. William Penn still above the 50% mark, 52%. You're right, free throws not shooting all that well, but 4 out of 11 from beyond the arc, a couple of those early, but they're just pounding that ball inside. And they have the lead by 11 with 3:20 to go in the half. Wednesday night, Avila will be here. Saturday, Grandview. So we'll enjoy some home cooking for a couple of games.
And that Grandview team, another very good men's team.
William Penn and Grandview only about 30 miles apart. Grandview has one of the wins over William Penn. Here's the backdoor pass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Little backdoor cut by Lemire. Kyle got it to him, and he slammed it.
I think Coach Chad Lance drew that play up out of the timeout.
Medley for 3. It won't go down. A rebound, Hickey. Vikings want to make a little run here late in the first half. Here's Kyle. Left wing. He's going to stop. Pop. It won't go. Jones with yet another rebound. Baseball pass down court to Trotter. Trotter lobs it toward the bucket, and the pass goes off the hands, off the backboard, and then off the hands of Knoll, and it'll be Viking ball.
Yeah. You see Jones rear back. He threw that ball like Tom Brady.
Now the officials, the ball belongs to the Vikings, I think.
And Coach John Henry trying to say the Vikings tipped it out of bounds, but I don't think that's not what they're going to say, I don't believe.
The ball went off the backboard. They tried the little lob, and it hit the backboard. And I don't think
a Viking ever got close to it.
No, I think it was knocked off by Knowles. 41-32, Vikings with it. 2:38 to go in the half.
Need a little run here before the end of the half.
Here's Tim Washington, top of the key. He leaves it for Hickey. Hickey puts it on the floor. Leans underneath to Lemire. Reverse layup. Boy, everybody hits the floor. Ball is on the floor, and a travel called on whom? Travel called on Lemire. So I guess they got all ball.
I think Chad tried to call a timeout, but he said, I think Darryl Lemire raised up with the ball, and that's you can be on the floor, but once you try to get up, that's travel.
41-32, 2:23 to go in this first half. Ball belongs to William Penn, the statesman. Ellison across the timeline now. Gives it off for Knowles. High post. Ball knocked away, taken away by Hickey. Hickey took it away from Trotter. Fires a pass up to Lemire. Darryl goes in strong. Ooh, Trotter knocks it off the glass. Obaneki with the offensive rebound, and he slams the putback. And it's 41-34. Trotter may have hurt himself. Now what? Trotter went up and slammed it. Calling another. Oh, warning. Okay, they just warned Lemire after that ball went through by Obaneki. What a good sequence that was.
Would you want to be officiating this game?
Well, I guess if you're an official, you enjoy it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
boy,
you'd enjoy it. If you were a good official, you'd enjoy this.
You earn your money tonight.
Yeah, you do.
Here's the pass to Trotter, high post, into Jones, baseline. Jones working against Hickey, takes him baseline. Hickey stays with him, tried to rip it away, and a travel is going to be called on Jones as Hickey forced a turnover. Here comes that run you're looking for, Joe.
Yep, yeah, let's do it. We're down to 1:43 to go in the half. Vikes only down by 7. Knock down a 3 here, this place will erupt.
Yes, they will. Here's Hickey off to Tim Washington. Out front to Lemaire. 41-34, a minute and a half to go. Hickey right wing, finds Gronwald. Brody, free throw line, goes behind the back. Kicks it back to Hickey. Hickey, nowhere to go. Backs away toward the timeline with 11 on the shot clock. 1:23 in the first half. Hickey, baseline, back to Gronwald. Gronwald in trouble. Dumps it underneath. And Obanecki puts up the shot. He was fouled, I believe, before the shot.
I think Postel's going to pick up the foul. That should be 2 shots for Chisholm Obanecki.
Jeremy Postel with his second foul. Hope you're enjoying this one, folks.
Come on, Chisholm. Need these 2.
Chisholm Obanecki has 5 points, make it 6 as he knocks down the first free throw.
Chisholm 2 out of 3 from the stripe.
He'll have another one. It's on the way, and he's waiting for the second one. It's on the way, and it's no good. Jones with the rebound. Jones another rebound. We'll check his stats at the half.
Yeah.
Well, it's a 6-point game. The Vikings right there with the number 2 team in the country. Here's Knowles, high post to Jones. They go back door to Trotter. Trotter kicks it back out. They'll swing it around. Good ball movement, top of the key. Back to the left wing. Now they're working underneath. Hickey knocks it away from Jones. Jones muscles his way in, head and shoulder faking.
Man.
Goes to the left side and scores again. He has 11.
Not much you can do about that.
43-35. This is a smooth customer underneath. 43-35. Obanecki off to Washington. Washington to Gronwald. Brody, 15-footer. Elbow, right side, no good. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
That foul, I think, is going to be on Knowles. That'll be his first foul. That's going to put Brody, I think you're going to say he was inside of the arc, so that'll be a 2-shot foul, I believe.
43-35. Brody gets it.
Yep.
Brody is 8 for 8 from the line. Big game, and he's coming up big, 15.
Yep, 15, good, big first half. And Brody had, what, I think 16 in the second half against Central, so he's put a couple big halves together back-to-back.
Second free throw. Missed this one just a little bit off the front of the rim. Trotter with a rebound. We're down to 28 seconds to go. 26 on the shot clock. So here is Ellison. We're going to have a game as we head into the second half, one way or the other. Paul
About
Schnell.
a 1 second differential between the shot and the game clock.
Here's Ellison to Jones. Jones turns, faces the basket. Brody takes it away from him. Gronwald with it, 11 seconds now. It's taken back by Trotter. Trotter flips it underneath for Jones. Can't get it to him. Knowles has it. Knowles underneath, and he's going to be fouled by Hickey. Vikings had it and then taken away, and now with 3.9 seconds to go, Knowles will be at the free throw line.
And that's the third foul on Kyle Hickey. That's the last thing you want is a guy to get his third foul with 3 seconds left in the half.
43-36. We'll go with the scoring, and I think Tom Hebb's going to join us. We're going to talk about the upcoming banquet. The first free throw is good. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes banquet coming up. So Knoll hits first free throw to make it 44-36. Second one good as well. Vikings will have a chance for one more shot. They've got to hurry. Here comes Brody, midcourt. He's going to have to launch it, and Brody stops, lets it fly. It is no good, and they're waving it off before the ball ever hit the rim. Good game, 45-36. The Vikings trail by 9 against the number 2 team in the country. We'll start our halftime show in just a moment on KMMO Marshall and mobile.edu.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer. When I grow up, I want to be a glass countertop in a new home. When I grow up, I want to be a kid's best birthday present. When I grow up, I want to be a football stadium. When I grow up, I want to be a warm fleece on a cold day. When I grow up, I want to be a fancy backsplash. I want to be a bike that races around the country. When I grow up, I want to be a bench on a forest. When I grow up, I want to be a rocking chair on a sunny porch. I want to be a skyscraper. I want to be a When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. A public service advertisement brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Let's go inside the mind of a 10-year-old.
I should have worn those earrings today. I like those earrings. Gabby has those awesome earrings. I need to ask her where she got those, but that's just what she would want me to do. I'll have Michaela ask her for me.
Buckle up, Sarah.
Yeah, but then Michaela will be like, why don't you just ask her yourself? That's just like Michaela.
Sarah, buckle up.
Michaela's such a great name. I wish I was called Michaela. There's like a dozen Sarahs in my class.
Hey, we're not hitting the road until you buckle up, honey.
Oh yeah, seatbelt. I forget sometimes because my brain is like busy, you know? I wonder if there's pizza at school today.
Sometimes it can be tough to get through to your kids, but it's not impossible. Always make sure they're wearing their seatbelts, even on short drives. Remember, you have the keys, you have the power. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. Visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup for more information.
I'm a firefighter.
A teacher.
I'm a farmer. I'm a barber.
A waitress. A mom. We're all part of your community. Every day we move in and out of each other's busy lives.
It's easy to take for granted all the little moments that make up our everyday.
Some are good, others not so much.
But that's life. It's when you experience a moment of uncertainty. Something or someone's behavior that doesn't seem quite right.
These are the moments to take a pause.
Because if something doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
It's not about paranoia
or being afraid.
It's about standing up and protecting our communities.
One detail at a time.
Because a lot of little details can become a pattern.
We
trust our instincts.
Just like you should.
Because only you know what's not supposed to be in your everyday.
So protect your everyday.
If you see something suspicious, say something to local authorities.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring. I have Jones with 11. The official scores have him with 9, so one way or the other, he's leading this team. Pretty good ball game.
Well, for the Vikings, good half for Brody Growall. Brody with 15 points, 3 out of 8 shooting. Brody with 15 to lead the way. 6 points for Chisholm Obanecki. Looks like 4 points in the first half for Bobby Collins. Scored a couple of buckets early. Darryl Lemire with 3. Also with 3, Kyle Hickey. 2 points for Josh King, and then 1 point each, 1 free throw each for Remy Price, Tim Washington, and Tavius Brazil to round out the Viking scoring. For William Penn, I'm like you. I had Torrin Jones with 11. They've only got him with 9, so we'll go with that. Their leading scorer, Charles Knowles, with 11. Torrin Jones with 9. Looks like 7 for Brandon Trotter. 5 points. 5 points in the first half for Jarvis Haywood. Also 5 for Kevin Smith. 4 points for Corderio Fleming. 2 points for Elijah Williams and also Deshaun Benson. And I think I got everybody.
All right. Let's take a look at some of the numbers as we move on here. The Vikings shooting only 33%, just 10 out of 30. And William Penn, 51.5%, 17 out of 33. From the three, the Vikings 25%, 2 out of 8. William Penn, 4 out of 12. Free throws, the Vikings 14 out of 21, 7 out of 12 William Penn. The Vikings have turned it over 7 times, 11 turnovers for William Penn. The Vikings, in the rebounding battle, 25-18, they are being out-rebounded. I want to check Jones's rebounding totals, what they have here. Let's see. For Jones, they have him with 7 rebounds already and those 9 points. So he's well on his way to that 12 rebounds, which leads the nation.
Well, and the Vikings with 7 offensive rebounds. Pretty good job for them on the offensive glass.
All right, when we come back, I'm going to talk things over with assistant coach Tom Hebb. The Fellowship of Christian Athletes will have their banquet coming up, and it'll be on Tuesday, March the 14th. We want to talk about that in just a minute.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Getting support from friends online kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
Instead of smoking after I ate, I'd get up and take a walk.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd hold a pen or a straw, anything.
Until I knew I wouldn't give in to temptation, I spent more time with my friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
I didn't stay quit the very first time I tried.
I kept on trying, and I learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit.
We did it, so can you.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Welcome back on KMMO AM, also on Movell.edu. Tom Hebb joins us. Coach, I'm not going to ask you one question about tonight's game.
That's fine.
We're going to move on. But anyway, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, you really were instrumental in getting this started on campus, and the banquet was coming up March 14th. First of all, tell us a little about the organization, how it came about here on how we got a chapter here at Valley.
Well, FCA, it's a national organization for middle school, high school, college athletes to get together and talk about their Christian faith. And, you know, we have a group here at the college that's, you know, they'd had a group at different times on campus, off and on, depending on when there were some coaches around that had helped to get it sponsor it. And so we got it back going a few years ago, and we've had a pretty good group here the last 2 or 3 years. With our numbers have grown, and we've got some good leaders that you know, organize things. And so you know, there's also a group at the high school here in Marshall and at the middle school, and then there's some area groups around Central Missouri too that are active.
Now the banquet is coming up on Tuesday, March the 14th. It'll be at the Malcolm Center for Student Life, and you always get a very nice crowd for that. Not only students, but I know you encourage everyone to come out, right?
Well, it's a fundraiser for the North Missouri FCA, which we're a part of. Todd Matthew is the North Missouri director, lives in Chillicothe, and we're a part of his area. He's got everywhere from us up to Chillicothe and over towards Hannibal and down just north of Columbia, all that area. And so this is a group where he has to raise his own money. It's everything's is donations. That's his salary and all the things he does. He works with the coaches to help us to do things with the kids, and so it's a fundraiser. We go out and get table sponsors, $400 for a table sponsor, and then those table sponsors invite up to 8 people to come as their guests. And then at the end of the night, after the speaker, and we'll have student speakers, and we'll have a featured speaker, and then we'll ask for any donations from those people that have come as guests of the table sponsor.
Well, Dan Mears will be your speaker, and most people probably don't recognize the name Dan Mears, but they do recognize the Kansas City Chiefs mascot.
Right. He's been the Chiefs mascot for more than 25 years. He actually began his career as Truman the Tiger at MU. And so he does a lot of speaking. He does speaking as the Chiefs mascot, and he does speaking on his own. And so we're really looking forward to his message that he'll have to give to us that night.
Will he come in as the mascot or as Dan Mears?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe a little of both, but okay. I'm not 100% sure. But if you are interested in, if anybody out there would be interested in being a table sponsor, they can contact me at the college, or if they leave a message in athletic director's office, they'll get a hold of me, and we can get you some information on it. So
I know you have a lot of very good sponsors, don't you? But you can always use more.
We do. We usually have around 22 table sponsors, but we're always looking for new people to sponsor and help us out. So,
and again, it's $400 for a table. They can invite people to come, and it is really for a fantastic cause. It really is.
It's something that's well worth it, and you get to hear some of our student athletes talk and hear what it really does to influence them.
So again, that is on Tuesday, March the 14th. Mark it down. 6:30 at the Malcolm Center for Student Life on the second floor. And again, if you want to have a table spot, if you want to get have a sponsorship of a table, get a hold of Tom Hebb at the college. Call Tom Pfeiffer's office. Just call the college, and they can get you and tell them what you want, and then get you in charge of the right people.
That's right. We appreciate all Valley does to help us to support it. They sponsor a table so that some of our coaches can attend, and it's just it's a great evening.
By the way, pretty good meal too.
That's right.
In there. It's a pretty good meal and always a lot of fun. So again, mark it down, Tuesday, March the 14th. Tom, you do great work with this, and I think Dan Muir's going to be fun. When I looked at this, I couldn't believe you actually the mascot for 25 years. That's a long time in that costume, you know?
Yeah.
But he should be very entertaining. It comes from Truman the Tiger to the mascot for the Chiefs. So anyway, Tom, thanks for stopping by. Let's go get him Tuesday night.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, and again, if you want to have a table sponsor for the Fellowship of Christian Athletic Banquet, get a hold of Tom Hebb. You can call the athletic office at Missouri Valley College, and we'll get you a hold of Tom Hebb. Anyone in the community or in the area, let's do it. It should be a lot of fun. So, and it is a lot of fun. I've been to the banquet. It is always a lot of fun. So that's coming up on Tuesday, March the 14th. The special guest will be Dan Mears, better known as the Kansas City Chiefs mascot, at the Missouri Valley College Fellowship of Christian Athletes banquet on Tuesday, March the 14th. We'll be back with more in just a bit. We're about 2 minutes away from starting the second half.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Rich is just a really, really, really good guy. The term good egg isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet. Rich is texting and driving. Rich, no. What are you doing, Rich? I was just telling everyone how great you are. Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
45-36. It's a 9-point lead for the Statesmen, the number 2 team in the country, as we get ready for the second half. And Joe, a heck of a first half. Are you ready to call a good 20 minutes? It's a fun game to watch.
Well, I really pretty happy with the way the Vikings played. I mean, they battled. I mean, they're down by 9, but boy, this team very talented. This William Penn team. The Vikes went toe-to-toe with them and had a chance to cut it. I think had a chance to take the lead at one time, had a chance to cut it from 7 to 4 at one time, and just didn't quite get her done. If they could hit a 3 that lipped out on them, but hey, they played well. It's still anybody's game. 9-point lead in today's game is nothing. And the Vikings have, at least for most of the year, they've been a much better second-half team than they've been a first-half team.
You're exactly right. 45-36. The Vikes have played this well earlier in the last Saturday. They wouldn't have been in the hole they were in down to CMU, because CMU's a good team. This is a very talented team. So here we go. You've got the second half.
Well, like you say, at CMU, if it had been like this, it'd been 37-36 instead of 37-20 at halftime with CMU. All right, looks like Vikes will start with Remy Price, Kyle Hickey, Bobby Collins, Chisholm Obanecki, and Brody Growall to be the 5 on the floor. For William Penn, it looks like it's going to be Kevin Smith, Torian Jones, Charles Knowles. I'm trying to get the other numbers. Looks like Brandon Trotter, and then also starting will be Lionel Ellison. So Lionel Ellison ready to go. Vikes get the ball to start the second half. Bobby Collins goes in on Trotter, spins to the baseline, put up a jumper, left it short. Tip try by Obaneki. Chisholm got up high, tried the tap, and just barely missed it. Good effort on the offensive glass. So there's a jump shot off the left side, and just like that, 3 buried by Charles Knowles. He's got 14 in the game as he knocks down a 3, 48-36, a 12-point William Penn lead. The Statesman ranked number 2 in the nation, averaging 92.5 points a game, the top scoring average in the nation. Now Price. Remy pulls up for a jumper, left it short. Remy got a good look just inside the free throw line. Couldn't get it to go, though. Here come the Statesmen quickly. Right wing Ellison, stop and go dribble. Splits a double team. Now had it knocked away, but Trotter gets it back. Hands to Knowles. Deep 3 by Knowles. Missed this one. Rebound, Bobby Collins. Here comes Brody. Brody a big first half with 15. Brody spins to the baseline. Now tried to hand off to Remy Price. The two kind of run together right in front of the Viking bench. Ball back to William Penn. The Statesmen 22-3, 18-3 in conference play. The Vikings come into tonight in conference play at 10-11, so really need a win to get it to that 500 mark again. There, Torin Jones drives inside, puts it up and in, an off-balance shot. Jones went in, put it in. I've got him at 13. They say 11, so we'll go with 11. Right wing Price. Price head of the key to Obaneki. Left wing over to Kyle Hickey. Hickey gives to Brody. Brody, right wing. Good ball movement by the Vikings. Remy Price comes around a screen with a left-hand dribble. Wraparound pass to Collins. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Grunwald outside to Price. Collins cuts down the middle, had it blocked, but that's going to be a foul, I think, on Trotter. Nope, they called instead on Knowles. The foul comes up on Charles Knowles. That'll be his second foul. Good ball movement by the Vikings that time, and that's going to put Bobby Collins on the line for 2 shots.
Down by 14, but just have to keep playing this kind of ball. You can't get in a running game with this team.
Collins, the sophomore out of St. Louis, knocks down the first free throw, and Bobby will have one more. As Tim Washington comes back in, Remy Price will take a seat. They list Bobby at 6'3". He'll have one more free throw. Second shot is perfect. So Collins, who normally starts both halves very quickly, he's done so tonight. He's got 6 points. And Vike's going to put a little press on. Looks like a 2-2-1 zone press. Knowles over to Lionel Ellison. Now ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be William Penn's ball. I'm not sure this would be the easiest team to press.
No, I think they have a lot of, including the 6'9" Jones. They have a lot of
shown,
good ball handlers.
He's shown he can handle it, can't he?
He could play point if
All
he
right,
had
Ellison on the left wing. Gets it head of the key, back to Smith. High post to Jones. Jones squares up on Obaneki. Now goes right at Chisholm, puts it up, left it short. But a tip try by Knowles. And I tell you, good game for Knowles. He's got 16 points now.
Boy, they're around that basket, miss or not.
Charles Knowles, a senior out of Chicago. Now a nice take that time as Kyle Hickey drives down, lays it in. Kyle's got 5. So the Vikes come right back on the other end. 52-40. William Penn leads it. Statesman probably going to win the conference regular season championship. I think they've got a 3-game lead right now. Now underneath, nice spin move. Shot missed, but Jones there to clean up the mess as Trotter missed the shot, but Torin Jones there to get the stick back. He's got 13 in the game. Now Washington out to Growal. Brody goes right wing to Hickey. Kyle guarded by Knowles. Now Kyle will back it out, reset the offense with 12 on the shot clock. Hickey to the glass, puts it up, left it short. Tip try by Obaneki, missed. Boy, good follow by Chisholm. Just couldn't get the follow shot to go. Here comes Jones the other way to Knowles. Good defense by the Vikings. They miss it. And now Washington tries a behind-the-back dribble, and he's going to be fouled by Kevin Smith, and I believe that'll be the 3rd foul on Kevin.
Do you see Jones get that rebound and take off down court?
Yeah.
Leading that break. Wow.
Bobby Collins comes out. Josh King back into the lineup. Josh, sophomore out of Alexandria, Louisiana. So Missouri Valley will inbound right in front of the scorers table with 16:35 left in the game. It's a 14-point lead for the number 2 team in the nation, the William Penn Statesmen. Washington, head of the key, King, now on the left wing over to Hickey. Hickey comes around an Obaneki screen, gives it back to Timmy. Washington's 3, hits the front of the rim, comes off. Scramble for the loose ball, and they're going to say, I think they're going to say one of the William Penn players out of bounds. So it was at Knowles tried to get the save. Say he stepped on the out-of-bounds line right in front of the Viking bench, so it'll be Missouri Valley ball. I tell them to set the shot clock. Vikes will inbound. Hickey to trigger it in. Kyle gets it outside to Tim Washington. Washington sets the offense. Now Hickey comes back against Kevin Smith. Goes in, lays it in, basket and one. As Hickey's fouled, I think that's going to be the fourth foul on Kevin Smith as Smith went for the steal. Kyle Hickey came up with the ball. He had him beat. Hickey took it right to the rack. Smith tried to play catch-up but couldn't. All he could do is foul him, and Kyle Hickey a chance to complete the three-point play. Kyle has 7, a chance to make it 8. Shot in the air, missed it. But offensive rebound, Obanecki. Growald with a 3. Got it. Brody Growald buries a 3. Give Brody 18 in the game, and Chad Lance wants a timeout. So the Vikings down a 5-0 run as Brody Growald knocks down a 3. It's a 9-point game with 16:06 left to play.
Vikings doing just what they want to do. They're hanging around here. The line on Torrin Jones now. He's 6 out of 9 from the field, has 13 points, 11 rebounds, so he's leading that bunch. The Vikings, Obanecki has 5 rebounds to lead the way. Bobby Collins and, let's see, Brody both have 4 rebounds. So the Vikes hanging right in there.
The thing I like, Ken, 2 things. Number 1, they haven't backed down. And number 2, they came out playing well early on. That's something we just haven't seen this team do that much lately at home. And they really came out and really played well to start the game and have basically stayed right with this team.
Vikings not shooting that well, 33%, but they're hanging in there, 13 out of 39. And William Penn at 51%, 21 out of 41. Still only down by 9, though. 16 minutes to go.
William Penn back on the floor. Coach Chad Lance still preaching to his troops on the sideline. Now the official comes over and tells them to play.
One women's score. The other women's score tonight. Mid-America defeated Clark 90-82. So Mid-America at Clark tonight, they win 90-82. That's the only other game tonight.
Is Mid-America Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or what?
Going all over the place, but they won tonight.
Okay. William Penn with the ball. They lead it by 9. Down to 16 minutes to go in the game. Travis Hayward's checked into the lineup. Now there's a steal by the Vikings. Washington gets a steal. Ahead to Growald. Brody up, and he's going to be fouled by Jarvis Haywood. Jarvis Haywood commits a foul, and that's going to be his 3rd foul. And that's going to put Brody Growald, the senior out of Carthage, Illinois, on the line for 2 shots right here, and Kenny making a 7-point game.
Good hustle by Tim Washington. He got the steal. He could have went all the way to the basket with 2 guys on him, so he flipped it to Brody, who had a better opportunity.
Brody's first shot, bingo, got it. So I got Brody with 19 points. He'll have 1 more right now. He's come out big in this big game against the number 2 team in the country. That's what your star has to do, has to play well in the big game. Second shot by Brody. Give him a 20-point game as he knocks them both down. And we've got a 7-point game right here, just under 16 minutes left. Vikes are going to apply the pressure. Jarvis Haywood gets it across the timeline. Now gets it head of the key to Ellison. Haywood gets a return pass. Knowles back to Haywood. Haywood fakes a 3, now gets it over on the right wing to Ellison. Vikes still in that zone defense. Now baseline drive inside, shot missed. As that shot was taken that time by Trotter. Brandon Trotter took the shot, and I think he's going to be fouled on the shot. So that's going to put Trotter on the line for 2 shots as that foul comes up on Brody.
Well, if they don't call the foul, Jones had the rebound. He was going to slam it. So
Brandon Trotter, a 6'7" junior out of Louisville, Kentucky, knocks down the first free throw.
So he has, 7, 8 points.
This team's from all over the face of the earth. Well, most of them United States players.
Yep.
And Trotter knocks down the second one, so he buries both. The lead back up to 9 for William Penn. Vikes be back at home on Wednesday night to take on the Avila men and women Eagles. Ladies game to start at 5:30, men to follow. Now, nice give and go as Brody Growald pick and roll, finds Chisholm Obanecki, roll into the bucket. Chisholm bangs it off the glass. He's got 8. 7-point game. See if the Vikes can get a stop. Torrin Jones goes right at Torrin Jones. They're going to call him. That's about the 3rd time tonight they've called traveling on Torian Jones. He went right at Chisholm Obanecki, but Chisholm did not back down. So now Jones is going to come out, and Cordario Fleming checks back in for William Penn. Let's see if we can make a run with Jones on the bench right now. Grunwald, right wing over to Hickey. Kyle comes around to Josh King's screen, backs up, thinks about a three, now puts up a jumper from the free throw line, hits the front of the rim and comes off. And the ball comes to Haywood, tried to save it. Grunwald gets it. Ahead to Hickey. Underneath to Obanecki. Oh, missed an easy one. Chisholm had an easy shot and missed it. Here comes Jarvis Haywood on the run. Nice spin move, but they're going to get him for a travel. Coach John Henry not happy with they call. I think that's a good call. Haywood spun, went to the right, spun back to the middle, and maybe took an extra step.
Boy, they have some athletes on this
team. Yeah, they do.
Man, they fly to that basket.
56-49. Vikings hanging tough here. Never count this team out. Good second half team. Washington back to Grunwald. Brody fakes a three. Now tries a wrap around into Obanecki. Now taken away, but Grunwald gets it back. In the corner to King. Josh King drives in. Good ball movement. Hickey back to Brody. Down to 21 on the shot clock. Plenty of time for the Vikings to set and run some offense. Good hustle. Good ball movement by Missouri Valley. And Vikes being very patient. There's a three by Brody. This one long. Good patience by the Vikes on offense.
Not a real good, one of Brody's best shots.
Lionel Ellison, deep three by Haywood, no good. Rebound, Hickey. And William Penn not shooting real great right now. Now Washington with the three. Got it! Tim Washington buries a three. That's Tim's first triple of the game. Give him four. And folks, we got a 4-point game with 13:22 to go. 56-52. The Vikes hanging with the number 2 team in the country. Now almost stolen. William Penn gets it back, driving the baseline. Haywood in the lane, got it.
Tough shot.
Jarvis Haywood spun into the lane right in the middle, about 5 feet out from the basket, bangs it in. He's got 7. He's a leading scorer on this team, averaging just over 20 points a game.
Daryl Lemire going to come in, the next opportunity.
Now Hickey, head of the key to Josh King. King gets it on the right wing to Brody. Brody goes baseline on Ellison. Puts it up. He's going to be fouled. I think the foul maybe occurred before the shot. We'll see. Lionel Ellison whistled for the foul. Now Lemire, Tavius Brazil, and Bobby Collins all check back in from Missouri Valley.
Giving these guys a break. They need a break. Brody has not been out. Hickey's out right now.
Corbin Medley and Deshaun Benson come back in for William Penn. Grunwald outside to Brazil. Brody gets it back now. High post Collins. Back to Brody. Brody fakes a three. Right wing Collins jumper off the right wing. Pinball's out. Rebound Haywood. Boy, Bobby almost had that one down. 12:32 left to play. Vikings 2-possession game, down by 6. Deep three by Hayward. Good.
Wow.
So Jarvis Haywood buries. That's his second three of the game. He's in double figures now with 10. Makes it a 9-point game.
Pick your poison. Who are you going to guard, huh?
Better guard them all.
Wow.
Washington. Tim outside, guarded by Haywood. Stop and go dribble. Back to Lemire. Now Darrell. Collins. Bobby fakes a jumper. Now hands back to Darrell. Vikes running some clock almost every time down the floor. Nice take by Lemire. Puts it up and in. And that's going to be a basket at one. A nice drive by Darrell Lemire. Goes right down the right wing. Flips it up. A reverse layup. Basket's good. And a chance for the three-point play as that foul comes up on Cordario Fleming. And that'll put Darrell Lemire on the line for one shot. As Darrell has 5, he can make this a 6-point, 2-possession game, and he does.
That was a big-time reverse layup.
Darrell, we've talked about it all year. Very athletic.
Yep.
All right, there's that press by the Vikings. Hayward gets it across over to Benson. Benson back to Lionel Ellison. Medley. Ellison, stop and go around the screen. Fakes a three. Now gives it back to Haywood. Haywood, oh, nice pass down low. Great pass that time by Haywood. That's going to be a bucket and one as Fleming lays it in. good. That's nice look by Fleming, by Haywood to find Fleming, and he'll be on the line.
That time, Darrell probably just let him have it. He was beat, and he tried to block it from behind, and they get the basket and one.
So that'll put Cordario Fleming. He is a senior out of Memphis, Tennessee. Got a young man from my hometown, Lexington, on this William Penn team. He's not dressed out tonight, I don't think. Isaac Sanders. Isaac, a freshman, a 6'6" freshman. And I talked to Coach John Henry before the game. He's pretty high on him. All right, Fleming hits the free throw, completes the three-point play. It's a 9-point game once again. Gronwald. Head of the key to Bobby. Collins down low to Brazil. Atavius had it knocked away. Now taken away by Haywood. Haywood quickly the other way. He's going to go coast to coast. Put it up. Missed it. Rebound Collins. Good bound by Bobby. Ahead to Lemire. Now to Washington. Timmy lobs for Collins. What a play. As Tim Washington streaking down the left side. Flipped the alley-oop up in the air. Bobby Collins went up and slammed it home. Ken, that was pretty.
I think that was Darrell who got the dunk, wasn't it?
Was that Darrell? Was that Bobby? Was that Darrell? Darrell Lemire, I'm sorry.
Got the dunk.
Now underneath, flip shot's good by Fleming. Now Fleming a chance for a second straight three-point play. I was kind of blocked out. We'll give that basket to Darrell Lemire, that last one, instead of Bobby Collins.
But now Darrell picks up the foul on this end.
That's going to put Fleming on the line for a chance to complete his second three-point play in the last couple minutes. Fleming, one of those big bodies down low. He'll have one free throw right here. First shot, or only shot in the air. Missed it. Rebound Collins. Here come the Vikings, down by 9. 66-57. Gronwald misses a three. Now they call a foul on the rebound. That's going to be, I think, on Timmy. Tim Washington on the offensive rebound picks up the foul. And that will be team foul number 3 on the Vikings. Number 4 on the Vikings. William Penn has 6. So the Vikes will be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the way.
66-57, still anybody's game.
Kyle Hickey, Chisholm Obanecki come back into the Missouri Valley lineup. Vikes will apply that 2-2-1 zone press. Medley almost walked with it. Now getting it across the timeline, Ellison gets it over there to Haywood. Left wing Medley. Medley fakes a three, gets it down low to Fleming. Now a nice take inside. Sean Benson to Sean Benson. Got a good pass from Cordario Fleming. Lays it in. It's a double-digit game right now. 11-point game. Collins. Bobby off the glass and in. Nice take by Bobby Collins that time as he bangs it off the glass. 68-59. We're halfway through the second half. Vikes need some stops on the defensive end. That's easier than said than done against this high-powered offense. There's a deep three by Corbin Medley. That's an air ball, but good hustle by Hayward to get the offensive rebound. Now Hayward shoots a three out of the corner and knocks it down. And Coach John Henry wants a timeout as Corbin Medley put up an air ball, but Jarvis Hayward there to get the offensive rebound. They found him in the corner. He buried the three. And we got a timeout on the floor. 9:48 left. 71-59. William Penn leads it.
Well, Jarvis Hayward had 5 points at the half, and now with Jones on the bench, he's kind of taken over. As you said earlier, he averages 20 a game. He's up to 13 now. And, boy, that was just smooth. Offensive rebound in the corner, and he buried it. So he's having quite a second half. And as I said, where do you go? Who do you stop?
Yeah,
you have to stop them all.
Most teams you look at and say, if we can stop this guy or hold this guy down, we're in good shape. I don't know. You got Knowles, you got Jones, you got Haywood, you got Trotter. Right down the line, they've got some players.
They just keep it up. Just keep rolling them in.
Then you got guys like Fleming, Benson off the bench. But the Vikes have held their own. They've played very well tonight. I think this bodes well for the future. Again, Avila's here Wednesday night, and then another home game, last regular season home game of the year. The other Vikings, the Grandview Vikings out of Des Moines, Iowa, will be here on Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, no matter what happens tonight, Chad needs to talk to his team and say, here's how you play. You play this way against most of the teams in the conference, you're going to get a bunch of wins.
Come out, and I don't know, do the Vikings normally, I haven't paid attention, they normally shoot at halftime of the girls' game?
A little bit,
I noticed they did tonight. I haven't seen them out here every time. Maybe I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, they usually come out for a little while.
Left wing over to Bobby Collins. Bobby thinks about a three, now gets it back to Growald. Brody head of the key. Collins puts up a three off the left side. Good. That's a three. Bobby Collins buries a three. That's his first triple of the game. I got Bobby with 11 points now.
Had a big game.
Good job for the sophomore out of St. Louis. It's the lead down to 9 now for William Penn. Now Benson spins inside. Coming off balance shot. Missed it, but Fleming gets a rebound, and he's going to be fouled. So Corderio Fleming was Johnny on the spot. Not a real good shot by Deshaun Benson, but Fleming there to clean it up, and he'll be on the line for 2 shots. I think that foul is coming up on Daryl Lemire.
That's a third on Daryl. 5th foul on the Vikings.
Fleming was just at the line, just missed not that long ago. He'll have 2 shots here. First shot, got it. So Fleming will have 1 more. In case you missed it, the William Penn girls, after trailing 16 to 9 at the end of the first quarter, came back for a very impressive 82-50 win over the Missouri Valley Lady Vikings in the first game. All right, Fleming will have 1 more here. Meg tries to make it an 11-point game, can't do it. And nice rebound by Tim Washington. Tim will bring it across the timeline against the man-to-man defense. Tim guarded out there by Haywood. Oh, wide open underneath, Bobby Collins. Oh, Bobby missed an easy one.
Spun around, couldn't get it down.
Bobby missed an easy one. Coach Chad Lance wanted a foul, but Bobby should have hit that one. He's had a good game. Now Ellison sets the offense for the Statesman. Comes around a screen, head of the key. Corbin Medley, a deep 3 off the right side. Good, and that's his first basket. It's Corbin Medley, who hasn't been shooting all that well tonight, buries a 3 off the right wing, and that's a 13-point lead.
9 of these Statesmen have scored now.
Now they're called double dribble on Brody Gronwald as Brody dribbles down the baseline, and they say he put both hands on the ball at the same time. So likes to turn it over with 8:23 left to play in the game. 75-62, William Penn in the lead.
Big part of the game, these next 2 minutes right here if the Vikings are going to stay in it, down by 13. We'll see where they are with 6 minutes left.
The Statesmen not in any big hurry right now, it doesn't look like. Down around the 8-minute mark. They'd just as soon run a little bit of clock if the Vikes will let it. Fleming, head of the key, back to Benson. Medley puts up another 3. Got another one. So Corbin Medley missed about his first 3 or 4 threes, but he's buried the last 2. And now they're going to call an offensive foul.
On Hickey, I think.
There's an offensive foul on Kyle Hickey, and that'll be Kyle's 4th foul. Coach Chad Lance quickly gets Remy Price up. He'll come in. Hickey will come out.
78-62. The lead grows to 16. As I said, these next couple minutes, if the Vikings are going to stay in this game, going to be very, very important.
Getting down to crunch time, less than 8 minutes left to play in the game. So Vikes need stops right now. Not the easiest team to get the stops against. Now driving Fleming. Gets it into Benson. Benson almost loses it, goes up inside, and he's going to be fouled. So good job getting the ball inside, and that's going to put Deshaun Benson on the line for 2 shots. As that foul is going to come up on Bobby Collins, and that'll be Bobby's 3rd. So Deshaun Benson, a junior out of Uniondale, New York, will go to the line for a couple of shots here.
And this lead is growing with Mr. Jones on the bench.
Yep. Benson knocks down the first free throw. They've shot free throws much better the second half they did in the first. Benson will have 1 more. Second shot. No good. That's an air ball. Wow. I said shot much better. He puts up an air ball in the second free throw.
Fans let him hear about it.
17-point lead, though. 79-62. Washington, head of the key to Collins. Right wing over to Remy. Wraparound pass to Chisholm. Chisholm had it partially blocked by Benson. Now had it blocked by Fleming. So Benson and Fleming both get blocks on Obanecki that time. Medley. Baseline. They're going to say he carried the ball. So Corbin Medley tried to go with the left hand to the baseline, brought the hand underneath the ball and cupped it, as they say, and that'll be a violation against the Statesman. 7:15 left. Vikes, every possession pretty important right now. Remy Price. Remy on the right wing. Remy backs it out, guarded by Medley. Wraparound pass in for Collins. Back to Gronwald. Brody goes baseline. Now stop and go. Puts it up. Missed it. But a follow shot by Obanecki. He jams it in there. And Chisholm's going to be fouled. So good hustle. Gronwald missed the shot. Chisholm Obanecki crashed the offensive board. Flushed it home, and he'll be on the line for a chance to complete the three-point play.
Well, I'll tell you, the Vikings showing some athletic ability in this game as well. We have seen some slams tonight.
How much better is Obanecki than he was about 2 weeks ago?
Oh, my goodness. Different player.
Obanecki, a chance for three-point play, got it. So Chisholm in double figures now with 11 points. And timeout on the floor. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left. This Viking team is not going away. They trail by 14.
No, they are not going away. There's no question about that. 79 to 65 now. The Vikings still just shooting 37%, 56% William Penn. Look at the rebounding. That's 37-28 in favor of William Penn, Joe. But boy, they just got those big bodies. The Vikings will have 12 offensive rebounds, so they're battling in there.
Yeah,
There's no question about it.
They are. The thing I like, they have not been intimidated by anything about William Penn. And William Penn, I'm not taking anything away from them. They're a very good ball club, but the Vikes have gone toe-to-toe, and that's what you like to see.
Well, in a week from Saturday, we'll be there. And what I am told, they are packing that gymnasium, and they are rocking and rolling. So it'll be something.
We'll be up there rocking and rolling with them.
Oh,
man.
my, week from Saturday.
All right, there's press by the Vikings. They get it ahead. William Penn gets it ahead to Benson. Back outside, driving inside. Oh, nice take that time as that was Lionel Ellison. He's the point guard. That's his first basket of the game. As he lays it in. Price outside, deep three by Washington. Good. So Tim Washington, good to see him starting to shoot the ball. That's his second triple of the game. He's got 7 points.
81-68.
13-point game. Vikes in that press. Ellison gets it across, guarded by Growal. Now they call something away from the net. Net hung up on the rim. So the officials stop play. It'll still be William Penn ball. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Ellison. He did. And Coach Ramon Powell yelled travel. Ellison took 2 steps, 2 very slow steps, but he did travel. No call. Deep three by Hayward. Good. Man, Hayward. Whew.
Is he coming on?
That's his third triple of this half, 4th of the game. And now a nice take by Remy Price as Remy gets it and goes right down the middle. And he's going to be fouled by Corbin Medley. That'll be Medley's third. That'll put Remy on the line for 2.
84-68. I say, who is it? Jones has been on the bench a long time, but now it is Jarvis Haywood is just really rolling here. 16 points for him.
Remy Price, first free throw is good. So Remy been kind of quiet on the offensive end. That's only Remy's second point of the night. He's 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. He'll have 1 more here. Remy is a junior out of Chicago, Illinois, and he knocks down the second one. So good job by RP that time. There's that press. They try to trap Hayward, but he gets it ahead to Benson. Now gets across, head of the key, over to Medley. Now they get it back outside to Ellison. He'll reset the offense with 5:48 left in the game. Hollins. Guarded by Obanecki. Hollins stop and go dribble back to Medley. Now he tries a wraparound pass. You know, Remy Price is as quick tonight as he's ever been. We haven't noticed it as much tonight, though. You know what?
Yeah.
Because he's playing against a lot of quick people.
A lot of quick people. This is
All
a
right.
good team.
Be Viking or be William Penn ball into their own basket. They've got 15 on the shot clock, 5:36 on the game clock. Triggering it inbounds is Lionel. Lionel Ellison gets it into Benson, and I believe Benson's going to be fouled. They're going to call that on Obanecki. That's only Chisholm's second foul, and that's going to put Deshaun Benson back on the line for 2 shots here.
The Vikings try to just hang in there in this last 5.5 minutes.
First shot, Benson, good. So again, this team's shooting much better from the line here in the second half. Well, Hayward's put him on his back. He's got 11 in the second half, as you said a minute ago, 16 in the game. Second by Benson, short. So the lead is 15. Looks like William Penn nearing their 90-point scoring average. Now Washington loses the handle, but Bobby Collins picks it up. Now Remy Price. Remy goes down the middle, goes at Benson, put it up too high. Rebound Fleming. Here come the Statesmen. Now knocked out of bounds by Missouri Valley.
Yeah, look at Torrin Jones. He came out, and I guess Coach Henry just thinks that he's okay without him because he wasn't upset or anything, but he has him out, and he's just on the bench right now.
I don't think I'd ever get too upset at him.
No.
He's traveled a few times tonight, but boy, he's a big man on the boards. He can handle the ball. He's just a complete player. All right, William Penn's ball underneath. Ellison outside to Medley. Medley thinks about a deep three. Instead skips it over back to Ellison. Now Medley gets a return pass against the Viking zone. Now Haywood, 14 on the shot clock. Looks like William Penn trying to run a little bit of clock right now. Haywood, little bump, no call. Back to Ellison. Ellison's jumper off the baseline, no good. Rebound Bobby Collins. Bobby wants to run. Bobby goes right at Medley, up and in. Nice take that time. Bobby Collins made up his mind. He was going right to the rack. I got Bobby with 14.
Yeah, Bobby's had a good game.
Yep.
Speaking of Mr. Jones, he's ready to come back in.
Knew he wouldn't stay out forever. Again, looks like William Penn, Ken, wants to milk the clock a little bit right now. Now Benson slashes in, had it blocked, but he's going to be fouled.
Obanecki blocked it. They're going to call him for the foul.
So Chisholm Obanecki picks up his third foul, and that's going to put Deshaun Benson back on the line for 2 shots.
Benson just 2 out of 6 from the line.
First shot, good. When you said just 2 out of 6, you knew he was going to hit it.
Oh, yeah, just nailed it.
So he'll have one more here. Yep, Mr. Jones is back in. Second shot by Benson. Got the second one, so Benson converts both. For the Vikings, it's Kyle Hickey, Brody Gronwald, Bobby Collins, Remy Price, and Chisholm Obanecki. I think they're the 5 that started the game, aren't they?
Yep.
They're back in the lineup for the Vikings. Head of the key, Gronwald. Brody, oh, nice no-look pass to Obanecki, and Chisholm flushes it home. Good pass, Brody Gronwald. No-look pass, and Obanecki slams it. That's about Chisholm's 4th slam of the night, I think.
They're playing right with him, getting physical.
Now, good pressure by the Vikings. William Penn almost throws it away, but now Hayward gets it. Look out here. He goes inside, up and in. Get him ahead of steam down that lane. Bad things are going to happen. Price. Remy, head of the key to Hickey. Right wing over to Brody. Brody fakes a 3, guarded by Ellison. Brody spins just outside the free throw lane with a behind-the-back dribble. Remy, back to Brody. Deep 3, Gronwald off the right side. No good this time. Rebound, Mr. Jones. Here he comes. Long lead pass. Great pass by Jones as he finds Brandon Trotter streaking down the court. And Jones has made several nice passes.
Pass.
Yep.
On the dead run.
91-74, 3:15 left. Gronwald, deep 3 by Brody. Missed this one. Brody, good job following his shot. He went after the offensive rebound, but they're going to say he knocked it out of bounds as Darrell Lemaire and Tim Washington check back in for the Vikings. 91-74. Looks like William Penn, unless the Vikings can really put on a rally here, the Statesmen are going to win their 19th game of the year.
13 points, 12 rebounds now for Jones. A double-double.
Still time left. The way this Viking team's played, they've been playing hard all night long. They're about to running out of time, though. Haywood, deep 3, head of the key. Got another one. Wow.
He's taking over.
Yes, I think he played a little NCAA ball, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's a D1 transfer.
Yep. Wow. I got him at 21 right now.
5 at the half.
Now Hickey, Kyle's going to be fouled. Nice take by Kyle as Kyle heads down the middle, and it's going to be a blocking foul, and that's going to come up on Ellison.
Well, if they hold on, they'll be 19-3 and have a 2-game lead on Benedictine heading into Wednesday night. And Wednesday night, this team will be hosting Clark, and Benedictine, let's see, Benedictine won't play till Thursday night. They'll be at Grandview.
Hickey's first free throw good, so Kyle knocks one down. Got him with 8 points on the night. He'll have one more here. Hickey's second shot. The senior out of Fort Worth buries them both. 2:36 left to play, 94-76. And William Penn playing smart. I mean, they're trying to slow it down right now, trying to run as much clock as they can. Now Ellison comes around the screen. Deep three by Knowles. Got another one. Wow. Charles Knowles buries a deep three. He's got 19. 97-76.
11 triples.
They can shoot it. Woo. Josh King back in the lineup. Hands outside to Timmy. Timmy fakes a three. He's knocked down a couple tonight. Now gets it back out to King with 13 on the shot clock. Down under 2 minutes left to play in the game. Hickey, deep three, head of the key. Go, pinballed out. That one down inside and came on out. Rebound Jones. Ahead to Knowles, up and in.
Wow.
At 21 points for Charles Knowles. 140 left to play in the game.
Vikings are down by 23, not playing a bad game.
Not playing bad at all. Play like this, there'll be a lot of teams down the stretch. King. Hands outside to Lemire. Darrell fakes a three. Now comes around a screen. Obanecki. Oh, Chisholm had it taken away, but he's fouled. Is that Knowles they call that on?
Trotter, I think.
Two guys, yeah, they call it on Trotter. Trotter and Knowles were both there, but they call it on Brandon Trotter as he picks up his third foul. But that's academic now. 1 minute, 20 seconds left to play.
Brazil
William Penn's going to go to 19 and 3. Vikes going to fall to 10 and 12 in conference play with Avila here on Wednesday.
Battling Baker, Peru State. Those are the teams are battling with position.
Obanecki knocks down the first one. Good game for Chisholm. I got him at 14. Obanecki with 14 will go for 15 as Marcellus Baird gets set to check in for the Vikings. Marcellus comes in. Kyle Hickey will come out. Obanecki with one more here. Second shot by Chisholm. This one pinballs out.
Josh King tips it in.
King gets a rebound and puts it in. Nice hustle by Josh King as Josh battles the offensive board and puts it in. King out of Alexandria, Louisiana. Obanecki out of Rolette, Texas. Now they call a block. They call a foul on Jones. I think that's going to be an illegal pick on Torrin Jones.
He just smiles as he walks down court.
He didn't say a lot.
He has 13 points and 14 rebounds.
Now it looks like Coach John Henry's going to clear his bench. Elijah Williams gets set to come back in. He's played a lot of players here tonight.
Played just about everybody, and let's see. 6, 7, 8, 10 players have scored for them.
99-79, 105 left to play. Timeout on the court.
If they get to the century mark, it'll be the 7th time this year that they've broken 100 points.
Well, they scored 122 at home on Saturday afternoon against Culver Stockton.
How many did they score in that big win? They had a big win over Mid-America Nazarene.
Yeah, let's see here. See if I can find it.
That was a big.
Yeah, they beat the Pioneers pretty bad. They beat Mid-America 97-59.
Wow.
That was a week last week in Oskaloosa.
Well, the Vikings averaged 79 points a game. That's what they have right now.
Yeah, they played pretty well on the offensive end, really. All right, Washington. Deep three by Timmy. This one misses. Offensive rebound, King. Josh up. Got it. Basket and one. Nice move by Josh King for the second straight possession. Josh gets an offensive rebound, puts it in, and this time he's fouled. So good hustle. And Ken, he's getting better every game.
Oh, yeah. Nice job. A little reverse. And he's fouled. He's strong.
Josh, kind of a blue-collar player. Give him 6 in the game. He'll have a chance to make it 7 here. Free throw is good. So good job by J.K. Josh King knocks it down. Vikings are over 80. They've got 82 points under a minute to play.
See if we can keep them under that century.
Let's do it. Let's do it. They got Hayward. Don't want him handling the ball. Now he hands it outside to Ellison. Ellison. I don't even think they look like they don't care if they get 100 or not. It's not a big deal to them.
Big deal to them.
Now Ellison puts up a jump shot. Missed it. Offensive rebound underneath. Shot up and missed. As the offensive rebound by Elijah Williams, but he's going to be fouled. And I think that foul is going to be on Josh King. That'll be Josh's third, and that's going to put Williams on the line for 2 shots here. Elijah, junior out of Chicago, Illinois. He'll have a couple free throws here. 28.7 seconds left. First shot, Williams, is good.
It's a century mark. for the 7th time this year.
7 times. It's good ball club. Williams will have one more. But, Ken, they weren't trying to. They just were playing their game,
Yeah, it just happened.
Yep. Second shot by Williams. Missed this one. Rebound, Lemire.
Nice
Down
pass.
to 20 seconds. Tavius Brazil. Tavius misses a dunk underneath.
That's two from point-blank range he's missed. Now they don't even have to shoot.
Tavius not happy. And I think it's 13-12. I think Coach Chad Lance is going to let the Statesmen run the clock out. They're in no hurry to score any more points. Down to 6 seconds. And William Penn's going to win their 23rd game of the year. Their 19th in conference play. Good game by the Vikings, but too much William Penn as the Statesmen win it by a score of 100-82.
Back, and we'll talk to the coach in just a bit.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
We're back to Grover C. Redford Gymnasium on the campus of Missouri Valley College, and Coach Chad Lance joins us. And Coach, I thought your ball club gave it a heck of an effort tonight.
We did quite a few good things. It's amazing how resilient you become and how much you blend more together when you know who you're playing and what the stakes are, and if you don't, that you're going to get embarrassed. And our guys came out here and they played tonight. And, it's a good team. I mean, they're number 2 in the nation. We know they're number 2 in the nation for a lot of different reasons. They got a lot of size. They got good depth. And we did some good things. Obviously, when you're down like that, you can't stay in a zone forever. So that was our goal, was to be able to try to get good offensive possessions, limit theirs and slow them down. And we did that till about the 10-minute mark. And I think it was to 9 or 11. And, we had to come out and try to play some man-to-man defense, and they space you and they get you on an island, and they do a lot of good things. So hats off to William Penn. But I'm proud of our group, how we came out and played tonight. Still got to fix that field goal percentage. So just like that play at the end, missing that layup, I bet we probably missed 6 to 8 layups tonight. But a lot of hands in the air, a lot of bodies in the air, so maybe it's something we can build on.
And they shot almost 59%. But Jones for a while, and then he comes out, and then Haywood doesn't do anything in the first half, and all of a sudden he has a big game. Knowles, they do have they've got all the pieces, don't they?
Oh yeah, they just keep bringing them in. Like I said, I've seen 2 national championship teams in our conference over the years, and that was Evangel and Mid-America, and this is by far the best team that I've seen in our conference. And I think that John Henry would tell you the same thing. As good as William Penn was last year, they're really good. But, a couple of things that I hang our hat on is that we had 14 offensive rebounds.
Yes.
We had 4 more possessions than they did. We turned it over 11 times. So we definitely got to fix that field goal percentage.
But, Coach, if you can tell your kids, and I'm sure you will, if you play like this from start to finish, you're going to win a lot of basketball games yet this year.
Well, that's kind of a cliche comment. You either rise to the occasion or you bow to the occasion. And we rose to the occasion. I think every game presents different emotions. And tonight I think that our emotion was right. I've seen our guys do some things tonight that I haven't seen them do all year, and that's to come together at the free throw line.
Yep.
Play the next play, and not being worried about goods or bads that's happened. So.
All right, well, let's do it again Wednesday. 3 games again this week. We'll see you Wednesday night. Avila will be here.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Coach. And we appreciate everyone listening on KMMO, AM Marshall, also moval.edu. And let's go over the scoring, and then we'll wrap things up with this one. Vikings shoot 38%, 25 out of 65. William Penn, 59%, 36 out of 61. Joe, how about the scoring before we wrap things up?
Well, let's look first of all, Ken, at the Vikings. Good game for Brody Growald. Brody winds up with 20 points. Brody only 4 out of 14 from the field, but, still a good game for him. 20-point game. 14 in the game for Chisholm Obanecki. 13 for Bobby Collins, one of his better efforts. Looks like 8 points in the game for Darrell Amir. 9 points for Kyle Hickey. 7 each for Tim Washington. Tim knocked down a couple threes. Also 7 for Josh King. Josh off the bench. 3 points in the game for Remy Price, and 1 free throw by Tavius Brazil. For the William Penn Statesman, looks like the leading scorer in the game with 21 points, Charles Knowles. He and Jarvis Haywood both had 21. They both had big games. Haywood and Knowles both with 21. 13 for Torrin Jones. He had 13 points, 14 rebounds. So just another day at the office for him. 11 points in the game for Brandon Trotter, and 10 points for Cordario Fleming. I just read their double-figure scores. That's half the team, so I just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's it. They shot 59%. That's a good basketball team. So the Vikings will do it again. Play like this, we'll get a win over Avila if they play like this.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the way the guys played. They came out focused. They played hard, played a good first half, never quit. Went toe-to-toe, went right at these big guys on the boards, and it was a good effort. We need to get that same kind of effort these next 2 games. Wednesday night here against Avila, then our last home game Saturday afternoon against Grandview.
And again, we will be here Wednesday night, and we'll be on the air at about 5:30, so join us for that. This broadcast copyrighted by the Mass Communications Department of the Communications, Humanities, Human Service Division, Missouri Valley College, for the private use of our audience. Any retransmission or the use of the content of the program without the express written consent of Missouri Valley is prohibited. Tonight's game was broadcast on KMMO in Marshall, also moval.edu. A big thanks to everyone at Marshall Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram for making the broadcast on KMMO possible. Thanks to all of you for listening tonight. For Joe Wall, Ken Cuiava, good night from Marshall.